When we first moved here to the farm, we built this chicken coop out of materials we had left over from our house build. And it has worked pretty well for us, but there's so many things that I don't like about it. I would never build this exact chicken coop again. Let me just show you why. The hardware cloth on the bottom of the coop has 1/4 inch squares, which is too small for the manure to fall through. Because if it just fell through, then we could move the coop and then take the pile to the compost heap, just like we do with the other mobile coop that we have. But instead, it piles up inside of here, waiting for me to clean it. Excuse my outfit. This is a really grungy work. This is not something that you want to look cute for. And it's hot and muggy, so this is what it is. On our farm, we let our chickens free range, so they only need a coop that holds them in at night. We don't need one with a big run or a lot of area for them. It's basically a place for them to sleep safely away from predators. When you're thinking about building a coop, you need to have about 1 foot of roost space per chicken. This 10-foot coop can hold 20 chickens easily, and it often houses a bit more than that. The space inside here is really tight, so when a chicken lays an egg in the bottom of the coop, as they do from time to time, it's really hard to get out. So it ends up just sitting there and sitting there, becoming a Templeton time bomb waiting to happen. As you can see, this isn't a human-sized door. This is a chicken-sized door. And I've gotten just about everything I can get from this end from outside the coop. This area here is easiest, but if I want to go that way, then I'm fighting the roosts. And to get right here by the door, it's at a really weird angle. I kind of need to come back from the other direction. Now it's time for me to get inside here. Because the floor is wire, it's not made to hold my weight. But running underneath the floor are two, I think there are 2x4s or 2x6s. That's the only place I can stand. There's one there, and there's one there. However, they are over about 4 inches from where the roost is, meaning I have to stand awkwardly with my legs bent at an angle to reach the place to rest my feet, or I have to somehow get my feet over these roosts. And the only place I can almost stand up straight, but not quite, is right here at the top. This means the entire time I'm in here trying to clean this coop, my back is at an uncomfortable position, my legs are at an uncomfortable position and are getting tired, and that has a lot to do with why I don't come in here and clean more than I do. One of the problems with letting the manure pile up so long in the coop is that it can cause issues like mites or ammonia blindness, which I didn't even know was a thing until one of my chickens got it. Fortunately, it can be helped. I don't know that we can reduce or fix the damage that's been done to her eye, but you can stop the progression of it, and you can keep your other chickens healthy by cleaning the coop out regularly. All right, I'm out of breath. I got in there, got way in the back. I pushed a bunch of the back stuff. Bees are not happy about me right here. I should move in a second. Pushed a bunch of the back stuff out through the chicken egg collection box. Pushed the rest of it to the front. So now I can stand outside and shovel it out, but my arms are jelly, my legs are jelly. I'm gonna drink some water and rest for a few minutes before I go back at it. I'll probably be really sore tomorrow. After 2 hours of shoveling and putting wheelbarrows full of manure into the compost bin, I've got the coop mostly cleaned out. There's a lot more airflow. You can see through the bottom screen. Next up, I'm going to get a hose and our strongest sprayer, and I'm going to try and spray through as much as I can, break up what's left and spray it through. After I came back inside, I showered and I started going through my footage, and I realized that about the last 5 little sections of video I took this morning, I took in slow-mo mode. And I was not able to speed them up in the computer. It did something really weird to it, but whatever. So I'm coming back out here to tell you a few little important things. Another thing that really doesn't work well on this coop is the nesting box. It looks like a great idea because you're able to collect the eggs out of there without having to bend over. It's perfect, right? You just open the top of the lid up. If you want to get in and clean it out, the back end of it folds down like I had it earlier. Seems like a really great idea, except for the fact that it's pretty much the same height as the roosts, and so the chickens get into the nesting boxes and poop, and then the eggs are all messy. So I've taken the nesting boxes out, and I have these rubber mats that I got off Amazon. Oh, look, in case a chicken lays an egg in it, like that. And then we moved the nesting boxes here into our feed shed. And the chickens seem to really like this a lot better. As you can see, the eggs that are in there, they have filled it up today. Thank you, chickens, for your eggs. To recap, the reasons that this triangle coop is not one that I would make again are: 1, the hardware cloth on the bottom is just too small. On our other mobile coop over there, the hardware cloth is 2 inch by 4 inch, which works really well. The manure drops right through and it doesn't get built up inside of it at all. The size of it, it's too small. I can't get in it comfortably if I need to go in and retrieve an ill chicken or hunt down some eggs that the chickens have laid in the bottom of the coop, which they do sometimes. The door, number 3, the door is a chicken-sized door, not a people-sized door. Getting in and out of that thing is super awkward. Number 4, it's difficult to move around. It's heavy, it's awkward. We got to pull it with the big truck. And number 5, the egg collection area where the nesting boxes were on it, it's too high and too close to the roosts, and so the chickens roost in it and make a mess. It's not a bad design, it just needs to be tweaked. Bigger and stationary, or easier to get into and clean up, I don't know, but we really prefer that mobile coop over there. So click right here on the video and you can see exactly how we made that mobile coop.